Hello everybody. Hard to believe it's the 1st of July already. My goodness. Where's the summer going? Want to thank Petra very much for the Elder's Letter. And if there is a link, I will put it down below. This is for July 2025. There's some interesting things in these. For elders, wrongdoing involving individuals with certain privileges of service. They still have a problem. If someone in the congregation who has one of the service privileges outlined below is accused of or confesses to wrongdoing, two elders with knowledge of the circumstances should immediately contact the branch office. Please note the following. 1. Contact the Bethel office if the individual is serving as a Bethel family member, a temporary volunteer at Bethel, a construction servant, a construction volunteer, a full-time or part-time occasional commuter to Bethel, a full-time or part-time construction commuter, a remote servant or volunteer, a Bethel consultant, an assembly hall servant, or a Bible school servant. Interesting, they must be having problems at the Bethels. Number 2, contact the service department if the person is serving as a field missionary, a temporary field missionary, a special pioneer, or a temporary special pioneer. This adjustment updates the direction in Shepherd Chapter 12, Paragraph 43, and will be included in a future revision of the Shepherd book, and we know that's coming out in November. JW Library Sign Language App, blah, blah, blah. For coordinators of the bodies of elders, please ensure that the announcements for congregations are read at the next midweek meeting. Service overseers, they're already talking about the 2026 memorial special talk invitations. Wow. Only for elders in the Central Europe Branch Territory. Programming and cybersecurity needs. This was one of those interesting ones too. We request your assistance to identify exemplary brothers and sisters with skills in computer programming and cybersecurity who can be used to support Bethel projects. Wonder if they're having more ex-JWs and apostates hack into their system. If there are any in your congregation who you believe may fit the needs described in the announcement for congregations, please discuss the announcement with them to see if they can make themselves available to assist Bethel. You may provide the handout specific programming and cybersecurity needs to those who are interested. Too bad my sister doesn't live in Europe because that was her business. Of course, she's too busy making money. She wouldn't want to volunteer for nothing. Specific programming and security needs. Programming advanced mobile, desktop, and web applications and services using languages such as TypeScript, Rust, Python, C#, and .NET. Client-side web development using modern frameworks such as Vue, React, Svelte, and Angular. Managing operations, networking, and security on Linux environments. Interesting, they use Linux operating systems. Cloud native architecture and development, including networking, containers, security, Kubernetes, and AWS, serverless services such as Lambda, Dynamo, and EventBridge. Using infrastructure as code tools such as Terraform or AWS CloudFormation or CDK, and modern development practices, including the use of continuous integration and continuous delivery platforms. Here's an interesting one. Experience with artificial intelligence, including data science, generative AI, machine learning, deep learning, and large language models using open source and commercial offerings such as Amazon Bedrock and SageMaker. Experience in cybersecurity, including security operations, threat risk assessments, penetration testing, and secure code auditing. That tells me that they've got people hacking in. For congregations, writing to imprisoned brothers. Many publishers have inquired about sending letters to brothers who are imprisoned for their faith. There is no arrangement for the branch office to provide addresses for these brothers or to forward personal letters, packages, or gifts to them. We commend you for keeping in mind our brothers who are imprisoned for their faith. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. The Apostle Paul, greatly helped by prayers and fellow believers when they were in prison. Well, what about those that, the JWs go into the prisons and preach to these convicted criminals and, pervos and rapists and everything like that, and they become JWs, and then they get out? Yeah. Oh, I found Jesus and became a Jehovah's Witness in prison. So they shorten their, prison time. What about all those criminals? JW Library sign application. Yeah, if you need help. Okay, then they're going to read to the congregation needing programming and cybersecurity needs. There's a particular need for those with skills in areas such as developing websites, mobile apps, and/or computer programs, managing computer systems and/or internet security, working with cloud services and/or modern development tools, experience with artificial intelligence and/or cybersecurity. So what are they going to do? Use AI and do the governing body in the JW broadcast so that the governing body can flee the country? Just asking. To volunteer to work from home, you can submit an application for volunteer program. Applicants for Bethel service should be baptized for at least 1 year and be between the ages of 18 and 35. So that's it for the elders' letters, and you all have a happy 4th of July. Bye.